altogether. I said I was going to continue to play Survivor and I was going to have fun little battles, but I will never be on live all day, every day battling. I will never rely on TikTok to be my primary source of income. Ever. That's what I said, and I stuck to it. Everything I said that I wanted to change and I wanted to grow about myself, I've done. I've started doing sweet tea. I do Survivor, I hang out and I have fun. I try to spread positivity. I try to be better, right? But now this other person that says they want to grow, have they? Have they grown? I don't think they've grown. They batted the same stuff. They took a 5-month hiatus, and come to find out on these messages, that was never the case. They didn't even want to grow. They didn't want to change. They were buying their time, figuratively and literally. They had motive behind making peace with everybody. My behind wanting to make peace and grace is because I wanted to grow and I wanted to be better and I wanted to let it go. That was my desire behind it. I'm not letting anybody in the box right now, Denise. I appreciate you wanting to come in and hang out, but not right now. I'm on a rant, baby. So I did. I wasn't nasty. I was nice. I gave grace. I didn't become best friends. That's not how it works, right? I respected people's opinions and our differences, and I kept it moving, right? But now who else has? Has there been growth? Has there been growth on the other side? I don't see it. Because you know what? We just shown the patterns of behaviors. The patterns. The same behaviors are showing today. She talked about Big Kelsey and her mom. And I'm gonna keep harping on that. I'm gonna keep harping on it, and I don't care. I'm gonna keep harping on it. Kelsey has a platform on here that she's built. Regardless if you think it's only because she's 6'5" or whatever it may be, she still has a platform that she built and that she comes on and she maintains and she goes live and she spreads positivity. And you're mad because Kelly came in my live and showed me love. Didn't trash you, just showed me love. Just telling me that she loved me and she was proud of me. Those are the messages that I saw. That's not going against you. That's your problem. You think just because someone shows me love or shows someone else love that they're going against you or shit talking you. That's not the case. So then you went on live and you spewed such disgust from your mouth, saying that the only reason why she's alive is because Kelsey has her platform and Kelsey's wrong for using her platform to get money for her. You are dead ass wrong. Didn't you use your platform to get money for a lawsuit? Didn't you do that? So yeah, I did say something. I did talk about it because I'm tired. And I think everybody else should be. Everyone else should be tired of allowing this disgusting behavior to take place. Everyone should be done with it. Why do we sit back and allow this and just chalk it up to, well, that's her. That doesn't make it right. And I said that directly to her face. That doesn't make it right. That actually makes it wrong because you don't learn from any of your behaviors. You don't learn. You constantly do the same thing over and over and over and over again. You don't learn. You just sweep it under the rug and you go after your next person and your next person. How many people has she gone after on this app? And how many people have I gone after? Who all have I gone after? Casey and Riker. But she's gone after a hell of a lot. She went after a woman that made a video that wasn't in a positive light of her and joked on her about her hygiene. Said that there must be a water shortage down in Texas. And you know what happened? All of her followers went and harassed that woman, calling her dirty, calling her nasty. Harassed this woman because she had a difference of opinion than somebody, because she spoke her mind, because she spoke her opinion. Or let's talk about what she did. I know it doesn't matter if you like the person or you don't like the person. But you talked about Scoot. And Scoot defended herself. You kept saying, well, she came for me. Scoot has a right to defend herself. You talked about her dirty nails. You know she has diabetes. You know she has diabetes. So her nails are brittle and yellow because she has diabetes. And because she was gardening that day. And you talked about how dirty her nails were. You talked about her tongue, which, again, is another side effect of diabetes and her medication. You talked about her coughing, which you know she has COPD. You went in on her about her teeth, which again, periodontal disease is a side effect because of diabetes. And you went in and in and in and in on her to the point that she called me and asked me, Dani, why do these people think I don't shower? But that's okay because she came for you first. That's okay. Y'all might not like Scoot, y'all might not like her approach or anything like that, but who deserves that? It's not like Scoot out here just not bathing, filthy, looking like the dirty kid off of Charlie Brown. You know she has diabetes. You know. But you still went in on her. You talked about her teeth, her nails, all kinds of stuff, man. She went after my friend Britt. You went after KP. You went after me. You went after... the list goes on. Who? It's easier to have a list of who you didn't go after. So this is my thing. I'll stop. When you stop bullying people, when you stop going after people and making your platform based off of how much you can harass and belittle people. Oh yeah, she went after Leah. That's the only reason why I'm on TikTok. That's when I'll stop. I'll stop when you grow and you change like you want to. That's when I stop. Well, oh yeah, the whole I don't care about her mod chat. I do not care about her mod chat. If she got people talking shit within her mod chat, that is between her and her mods. Everybody that is an adult doesn't like everybody. And when you you get a whole bunch of women in the same room, it's gonna happen. I don't care about your mod chat. Have your mod chat. That's fine. The only reason, let me make this very clear. This is the reason why it even came out. I wasn't the one. I didn't approach Carrie. And if Carrie, you would like to come in the box, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to do any of that. But I'm also not going to let you leave out certain details. Because when we're on the phone privately, we're on the same page. But we're not on the same page when you're live. So anyways, and this is no jab at Carrie. When the mod chat thing first started coming out, I had no involvement in it. It wasn't nothing about me. And people were concerned about Carrie. Were upset because there were things that were said about Carrie and they didn't want her to get hurt. That was it. I possess a screenshot and there was conversations where I knew things, but I didn't repeat it. I didn't come on live and show the mod chat. I didn't come on live and be like, well, I heard this and da-da-da. I didn't do that. When Carrie called me and she was in tears and she was in crying and she was confused and she was begging, I said, I got a screen, I'll send it to you. This is what I have. I'll send you what I have. And I sent her the screenshot. And I sent her the screenshot that was talking about her trip going to Canada. That's what I sent her. And then I told her about the things that were said about her wedding. I'm not going to go into detail. And I said, I'm sorry. That's all I know. Because she's crying and begging and wanting no information. And that's what I did. And I said, I'm sorry, that's all I know. I wasn't trying to convince her or anything like that. She came to me looking for information and crying. I didn't go out and brag to people that I had the mod chat or brag to people that I have this or that. I didn't come on live and say, oh, I have it or nothing like that. My friend was at the, well, I thought she was my friend, was crying. And wanted the information, was begging for it. And I gave her what I had. That's what I did. Now her conversations with Riker and all that stuff, I wasn't involved in those. I don't know exactly what happened. But then now there was a group call. I keep going back to that. The group call came place. And there was also private conversations where I was talking to her. I was pissed. Hell yeah, I was pissed at Riker after what the hell she just did. She literally just said I'm a piece of shit mother because I couldn't keep a roof over my kid's head. And again, omitted certain details. Omitted details to make me look like shit. And I'll go into detail about that too for 1.2K people here. So yeah, I was pissed. I was mad. I was mad what she did to Kelsey. I was mad what she did to Kelly. I was mad about all of it. So me and her were talking. Me and Carrie were talking. And I was like, damn, like, supposedly Advanced Car is Riker. And Carrie said, no, I know for a fact Advanced Car is not Riker. I know who Advanced Car is. And I said, well, shit, go ahead and tell me. And she said, no, I couldn't do that to her. I could never do that to her. And I was like, all right. And it was like, and she was like, she's been talking shit about me for over a year. And she was like, I can't do that to her. And I said, okay. And that was it. So the next day we had the Instagram chat. I hope if you all were present, for me reading off the Instagram chat, you know how much I said and how much I didn't say and what I said and all that, right? The only reason why we commented on the mod chat in the phone calls was because Ashley kept bringing it up about she doesn't know how much shit she said in those chats. I should just drop them all. And she was battling with herself inside about her integrity, what she should do and what she shouldn't do. Me and Lips never once said, you should do it. Just do it. Just do it. Come on, give it to us. We never did any of that. We didn't harass her. We told her, I'm sorry, man. Y'all don't deserve this. Y'all don't deserve what's going on, because Riker was planting seeds, said Ashley is known to do this. And she was planting seeds. 100% was planting them. And so she kept saying that she's going to drop the mod chat, all kinds of stuff. And then was talking about how she's so scared. She's scared to do it. She's scared. And I said, well, shit, you got 2 people in here right now that ain't scared. Just conversation. I don't give a damn about this mod chat. What am I going to do with this mod chat? To know that people are talking shit? That Riker's talking shit? I think we all know that by now. Hell, I've been on this app for only a year, and I know that. So that was done. That's what was said. So she wants to spin it and leave out details. And I've told everybody, I said, y'all know what happened in that Instagram chat. Y'all know what happened. And you sat up there and you let the lies happen. And that's my problem. You sacrificed me and Liz because y'all wanted to make nice with Riker, because you're like, oh shit, I fucked up. I crossed Boss Hog. That's what happened. So you tried to sacrifice us. And who better to go after for Riker than me, because I was talking shit about the Kelly situation. So now she got something else that I'm supposedly coming after, her mod chat. And jumped in her live and just been like, hey, what happened in Canada? Nothing? Oh, well, let me ask you about this, and put up a green screen and be like, oh, I fucking hate fake people. What does that sound like? Oh, that's right. That sounds exactly what Riker did to me. What Riker did to Brittany, and what Riker did to Cheryl and Kelsey. That's right. I didn't do that, though, because I'm not that type of person. The girl was crying in my damn face, telling me how hurt she was, that she can't believe this is happening to her. Crying. That's the only reason why I gave it to her. I never reached out and been like, oh, I got this information. Carrie, let me tell you what I got. No, she came to me crying about it. I'm not the person that leaked out that it was out there. I'm not the person to let Carrie know that there was messages about her being shit talked. I didn't do that. So you need to find out in your own camp who did that. Find out who the Judas is sitting at your table, because it ain't me. I don't sit at your table. Carrie reached out to me upset, crying, and that's what I did. I tried to be a good person. I felt bad for her because she was like, I just want to know the truth. Who's talking shit about me? I can't go through this again. I just went through this before with Casey. I can't do this again. And I said, fuck. All right, I'm going to send you what I have. I'm never going to say who sent me what I have. Never going to. I'm not going to do it. Everybody knew. I've been saying from the beginning, I am never, ever going to. I am not that. Never. No, I'm going after Riker because Riker knows what she's doing. Riker's the one talking shit. I'm telling my truth. I'm not even going after anybody. This is a rebuttal. And what's crazy is they're saying they told her the truth, but she's still spinning that narrative like I did something. Let's go on this mocking thing. Let's go on this mock, right? Where she says that I mocked her in my live. Well, it's stupid to you, but that's fine. I don't find it stupid. So let's go about this where I mocked her in my live before everything happened. All right. So we had that talk. Everything that happened with everything that happened with Big Sexy and Kelly and all that. And we still played Survivor that night. And in my chat, there was multiple people in that live that were saying, oh, Danielle, you're talking to me even though I'm not gifting you. And I was joking back with them. I was interacting with my chat the same way a lot of people interact with their chat. And then there was multiple jokes going around. It was a whole live. And then a comment was made, was like, damn, Danielle, And it was like, I'm going to send you something. I can't remember what it was. It was like, I'm going to send you my rent or some shit. I can't remember exactly what was said. But they sent me a rose. And I said, oh, shit. I need to make sure you're not vulnerable. Like, making sure this isn't a social security check or, you know, your rent or anything like that. And it was a rose that was sent to me. And it was a joke. I was joking with my chat. And she automatically wanted to say, oh, you're mocking me. Because that's what I say. Let me break this down again. If Riker does not want to be accountable for what people say on her behalf, she also cannot take offense when we respond to those people. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you are accountable for what they say, or you gotta get thicker skin and let us respond the way that we want to. So there's that. So then she went on live to out me that she lent me money. Which, let me add, I'm gonna tell y'all this 100%. She was planning on outing that information 4 days before she actually did. How could she know that in the future I was going to mock her? That's weird. If she's so truthful and honest and forthcoming, how did she know that I was going to mock her? She planned on mocking me, or not mocking me, she planned on getting this shit out there 4 days before it actually happened. Carrie said that to me. Carrie told me that she was planning on, and I'm not saving nobody anymore, because if you can't tell the truth and you want to make me be a sacrifice, I'm going to tell my truth. And I've given you multiple opportunities. Multiple opportunities. She planned on doing it 4 days before she actually did it. So she sat there on live and told everybody that she only did it because I mocked her. That's weird. That's weird. Everything in my life that I needed to shut my mouth or she was going to expose me. So I went live like I am now, and I exposed myself. And I told everything. I told everything that I could think to tell. And then I even told about how I was getting evicted. And I said, I'm paying for that, and I'm going to get it somehow, and it's fine. And people were like, let's do a GoFundMe, turn your gifts on, Cash Apps. And I said, no. Like, no. And that was it. I got myself in that situation. I relied solely on TikTok as my source of income. And that was my problem. That was me. That's what I did to myself. And I'll never do it again. So, Jules, she's fine. She's fine. I know who that is. So, I was approached. First, I was approached by Didi that said that her and her friend that wants to remain anonymous would like to help me. And then it came out that it was Riker and her that wanted to help. At that point, I did everything I could do, and I was short $2,800. I was short $2,800. I'm sure I could have called my friends. I'm sure I could have reached out to everybody and just been like, guys, this, whatever. But I was embarrassed. I was ashamed of myself. I was ashamed that I got into that situation. I was ashamed that I got in that situation. I was embarrassed. I was scared. I was stressed because I've never been in that situation before. I've always, since I've had my children, since I've been 18 years old, I've always had a roof over their head. And this is the first time that I was facing that, and it was because of my own decisions. It was because of my own decisions. I relied on something that I should have never relied on. So it was offered to help me and to pay it back. And I accepted it. I accepted it, and I knew in the pit of my stomach what could happen. But at the time, it was like, I gotta swallow my pride. I gotta swallow my pride, man. And if it comes out and it gets blasted, it is what it is. At least my kids are taken care of. From a count that was just made that day. And the way that they worded it, and I can go into my green screen, was this person was saying, Dani doesn't know anybody anything. Because again, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I respected their wishes that they wanted to remain anonymous. And I did. Didn't tell anyone, not even Tish, not my friends. I didn't tell anybody. I was just paying them back. Tish knew I owed 2 people money, but she didn't know who. I was just silently paying them back. So this post came out, and the way that it was worded, I just knew. I knew. Like, there was something, like, I knew. And I was like, fuck. Like, money makes everything so messy and so nasty. Money is the root of all evil. And I took $500 out of my, anyways, it doesn't matter where I took the $500. I took $500 and immediately paid her. All I owed Riker that up until that day was $500. Not $1,400, not $2,000. It was $500. I kept paying them. I was paying them out of every time I got paid. I was paying them over and over and over again. She offered. So then all that was remaining was Dee Dee. After I paid her off, I immediately messaged Dee Dee and said, hey, I got her paid off. Shit, we're all set on her. And then it was, when are you going to start paying me? And I said exactly when I was going to start paying. And that was it. And then it was thrown in my face. The thing is, I still took it. I took it gratefully, and I was grateful for it. And I took the bashing. I took the comments made about me and my parenting. I took it. And I didn't get mad. I didn't yell and scream. I didn't do none of that stuff. But someone being a bully on here constantly with known pattern behaviors is not okay. Someone screaming that the only reason a person is alive, well, Kelly is alive, is because of Kelsey's platform. That's not right. That's not okay. And the more we just sit back and allow this person to do these behaviors without calling them out and holding them accountable, they're going to continue to do it. And maybe I'm a broken record, and maybe I don't know, but I just had to think what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.